Hello everyone, I'm King7684, and today we're on the Shamblecraft server, and we are going to be building my mega base on episode 7 of Shamblecraft. Now, behind me I have all the resources planned for the base. Absolutely every resource you could possibly imagine. Well, not every resource, but everyone that I'll need. And I have pretty much things that if I don't have it, I should be able to access it from this little station over here. But the one thing I'm missing is, well, the mega base. But the only way I can get that mega base is through a time lapse. But I don't want to do a time lapse just yet because we're only like 30 seconds into the video and you don't do time lapses that soon because instead we actually have a new thing I've built at my base. Well, technically not a new thing, but if you think of it, it's kind of new. It's actually in here. But the thing is, I can't show you it because you're going to have to tune into episode 15 to see what's in there. So, you're going to have to wait till episode 15. But, I thought I'd just give you a quick little spoiler of it. And also, Squidface gave me this statue, so I thought that was pretty cool. Now, for why you're here and what you're ready to see, so how about we hit the time lapse while we begin building our mega base. See you then. Well, there we have it. I built the base and it took a long time, but hey, I did it. Well, not all the base, but I still have to do the inside sometime. And then the details outside, which is like just little things like this, the staircase, and then all the terraforming around the base, and then the lush area I want to add around here. Now, I do want to give a big shout out to Squidface, Jessica, and Mr. Pizza Dude. You guys all helped me so much building this base, giving me supplies for different parts of it. Like Squidface, you helped a lot with the walls and stuff. Mr. Pizza Dude, you helped a lot with the framing work of it. And Jessica, you helped a lot with the roof. Without you guys, this build definitely would have not have been possible. And I'm very proud of it. I did it in about 6 hours, which it took some time for obvious reasons as well. The details took a lot of time. Like, not everything you guys saw was in your guys' time lapse. Like, there were parts that I left out on purpose because it just felt like it wasn't important enough to keep in a time lapse. So instead, you just got a really nice old base building thing, and the base turned out exactly how I could have wished it did. Now, I love it a lot, and during this time when I was building this entire base up, Mr. Pizza Dude, who I asked to do a couple things, because, well, he wanted a bunch of spruce trees, so I told him how about he go ham and start removing all these trees for me. As in, I believe, 2 or 3 episodes from now, don't know when I want to do it, but I want to, well, turn these areas into something special. And by special, I mean turn them into snow, which pretty much means I need to terraform all this area out. Just because I want a backdrop, but I don't want the backdrop to be just green and grass and stone and dirt and all that good stuff. I want my entire backdrop to be snow, so I kind of have to destroy things to be able to get the perfect background that I wish for. That also includes covering in holes, just fixing things like that. And he began, I believe, on the birch trees, which, well, they're also going to have to go just so I can get that perfect, thing to make this base feel perfect. Now, it took about 6 hours for me, but it was about 3 minutes for you guys, and I'm really proud of the inside. Yeah, super proud of this inside because of how bad it is. Because it needs something for sure. Something. And the thing is that it needs, I don't know what it needs, but I definitely think I need to do something about it, because there's no way I can just keep this beautiful looking base like this, Now, typically I would show a time lapse of me doing it, but just because there's a bunch of redstone, other working parts, and just probably 2 days work for me to do to get this entire interior put exactly how I want it, I'm going to actually start building it. Now, because obviously a time lapse would be hard interior, and it's a lot of just difficulty thing. I have to gather a lot of resources. I have hardly any of the resources I need for the interior, but hopefully, with time, I should have this built, and I guess I'll see you when I finish this, or something else happens. But for now, I guess I'll see you later. Well, we have it. I did the interior of the base. And I'm guessing you guys are probably going to want to see what it looks like, so I'm not going to wait here around and just talk to you. I'm going to show you the interior of this. I'm very, 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 very proud of this. Now, it's something, It looks spectacular. Very spectacular. I mean, I'm proud of every little bit of it. The thing is about the storage system, about 50% of it's automatic, so from this chest to that side, or right there where my cursor is, all this area is completely automatic, and then this stuff is just for items that I don't feel like putting in automatic. Now, something that's neat about this is I was able to finally add these little statues in, because, well, we updated the server, well, got to add our armor stand things in again yesterday, and in fact, here's the inside of my head. That's neat. Guess you can do that. I also hooked up the nether portal, so now my nether portal is a little bit different, and apparently lava must be hot. Guess that's just my guess. Well, the nether portal actually, instead of going that way for about 15 more blocks and turning that way, you now end here and turn this way. So it's a little bit different, but it's definitely nice to have a different place for my portal. And it links up perfectly right here, and it, looks super good. Now, I was able to go ahead and add in this super cool, whatever you want to call it, like, these little workstations, you know, so I have everything, single thing I could imagine. Another thing that looks super cool is the carpeting design and just the lighting overall, because it's actually torches under here to add the smoke effect, because it helps light it up, and I also love the smoke effect. Then above these trapdoors, you got just glowstone. I thought it was too flat originally, so I thought that looked good. I don't know what I'm going to do for here, though. I might add something there, but for now it's going to be empty. Now, I really love this staircase. I was going to go between have quartz here, so it would kind of match up the white and red, but I decided, you know what, let's have black stone, so then the pathway looks darker, since it is darker nether brick, and I don't feel like having a light dark thing, you know? So that's honestly a cool part. Now, the one thing that's neat about the storage system is that it loops around this entire place, and then if there's an item that still needs to go in, it'll go up, over, and back through again. Now, another thing that's nice is I was able to have my crown sit on this ledge here because I thought it looked good, you know, so now I have my crown here. And here's a little bit, I guess, more in depth of what this looks like. This is the place that I will be putting in all the items shortly. And then over here, we have my pet, who actually took an extremely long time to move, but Perry is here now. I do have plans to add an axolotl tank somewhere in here, but that's for the future. Then there are a few more things I want to show you guys on the other side. But I was able to get my balcony hooked up, and now I can see off my balcony everywhere. And also, I guess while we're at it, Mr. Pizza Dude, big thank you to him, cleared out this huge area for me of trees for my next project that I believe is going to be in a few episodes from now. It is a big project that I have to tackle this entire area for. And let's just say that it's going to be a lot of terraforming I have to do here and then everywhere else, because it looks better without trees in it. I don't like the grass of it, but I'll make this entire area look spectacular. It'll definitely take me a couple weeks to do, but hey, that's the point. And the best thing about my base is I'm able to fly in it if I know how to use my elytra, apparently. Because I can just go, whee! And there's the other thing I wanted to show you. We got a platypus. Perry the platypus. And then here we have a super smelter. Just your basic super smelter, because I thought I needed a super smelter. Because, you know, who doesn't need a super smelter? Now, I would like to go and have my items inside this base. So I guess I'll show you a quick time lapse that will probably take me 4 or 5 hours to do. And I'm going to convert it to 15 seconds for you so you can see the items go through. So, I guess without further ado, hit the time lapse. Well, you probably didn't expect to see me here, but this is Editing Donut, and I have some news for you. There will be no time lapse right here as well. Let's just say it goes a little bit too fast that it'll probably hurt your eyes. It hurt my eyes. Let's just say it's about at speed 2, it's about no, not 250, it's around speed 300. It's too fast, so I'm not showing you it. So instead, how about we just hop into the next part of the video? Well, we did it. There are now all my items are in it. Now, the stairs, slabs, buttons, those sort of things, I had to put in there manually, but every other item you see in these chests are, well, automatically got sorted in here. It took quite a bit of time, but I'm thankful that it worked out perfectly. Now, I went ahead and got some stuff gathered up in one of these chests. Now the question is, what chest? And inside of it is our next project for this episode. It's actually going to be on camera, if I can find it. The thing is, I put this in here quite a bit ago, so I can't find it. Oh! I never put it in there. It's in my inventory. Well, that's silly of me, you know? Pretty silly of me. Now, as we're going to be flying to where we need to go, I actually have some news about my shop. My shop has been super successful. I think so far I've made like not 20 diamonds. I think it's closer to 40. No, I'd say around 50 diamonds I've made so far for my shop. Maybe more, maybe less. Now I'm stuck in the ceiling, but it's definitely working well. That's all I have to say. I've made a lot of profit since that last episode came out. Actually, I believe it was 2 episodes ago now. Because, yeah. Now, I believe This is where we need to go? The community mall? What's this say? No, this is not the... I speak in signs and visit friends. I never take and you know my name. Now, I believe we're able to go ahead and add ourselves in here. We take one armor stand and armor set. Place the armor stand where you want it. Place your head on armor stand with armor set. Now, let's go ahead and put me somewhere in here. Sit ourselves right here, I think. Now, I guess I'll see you guys after I get myself set up in here, so I'll see you then. Well, here I am. I'm sitting by my, well, whatever you want to call this thing, my little friend or self or whatever you want to call it. We have him placed, and he looks really, really good. Just like everyone else here. Everyone here looks good, and this church is really starting to, well, take shape, quite literally. Every single person is doing something here. And, well, I'm just sitting down, like, probably about, I'm probably doing about what 25% of people are doing, because otherwise people are just, well, this looks like an assassination. I don't know what, why is Iron Man here? I don't know. Questions I don't know, and questions I don't have the answers to, definitely don't have the answers to. Now, I think this is when we're gonna have to end this episode, as it's been about a week of me working on this episode, actually, because I started working on this episode a few days before the last episode came out, just making sure I had everything correctly. But now that I have everything correctly, everything set up, I think I probably should end it as, in next episode, I have a bunch of designing to do, and really, in all my episodes, I guess. So, without further ado, I'm Donakeen7684, this is Shamblecraft, goodbye!